Personally, it makes me sad because so many people get screwed. It's just crazy. I had a call the other day, and this person was telling me what they had been through and this and that. And I'm like, what? Like, I didn't even. I get so tired. That's honestly, it gets me sad to be like, damn, guess what? Everything you just told me was wrong. That's not the way it's done in traditional Ifa. That's not the way it's done in Lukumi. And I'm not a big old scholar, but when you go through the ceremony, you remember how it was done to you. You remember when you go to another ceremony and seeing as not as you now you're not being the one being initiated, you're participating, just like somebody who receives mano of orula, they'll remember going through the ceremony, and if they ever do make ifa one day, as they continue to go to different ceremonies to give out hands of ifa, they'll get it down. So when somebody calls and says, oh yeah, somebody gave me my hand of ifa, and I got it through the mail with the pretty little certificate kind of looking like that, and yeah, I got my hand of Ifa. You're gonna be like, what the hell? So that's what I'm talking about. It makes me like sad. I like the dude told me all this, and I didn't even. I was just like, whatever, just I'll help you out. I didn't even have it in me to tell him, hey, you know what, you got screwed. Eventually, I'm gonna tell the person, but it gets so because these people put their faith, their everything into these people that just take their money and don't care. And that's not right. But you know what? Karma's, everyone knows that saying. Karma's a bad thing. You know what I mean? And for those people who are doing that, they'll pay because they're making a perfectly good religion or spiritualism and tradition. They're just turning it out just to fatten their pockets and bellies. You know what I mean? And that's just crazy because it's just wrong. It's not right to do those kind of things. But it's unfortunately it's the reality of what's going on nowadays. And I just, for all you guys who are out there and thinking about doing something, I'm not saying ask me, ask somebody. Don't just jump into something. You know what I mean? Ask somebody before you get yoked like so many others in the religion who have been yoked. It's just, ask somebody. Don't ask me. You know, do your own research. You know what I'm saying? Google, I promise you, will give you a bunch of hints. And from all the different searches that you look into, you'll start seeing similarities and patterns. Okay, one house does it like this house, they all do it in their own way, but it all kind of revolves around the same pattern. And this guy's doing it like this. Oh no, hell no, that don't make no sense. So you're gonna automatically exclude that person out the way because it just makes more sense that if more people, and you're looking at all these different sites in Nigeria, in Cuba, whatever, Miami, and you talk to different people, you're gonna start to see, oh, okay. Another thing, guys, language. You know, don't get pissed off when you don't speak a word of Spanish. You go and get initiated from a babala who doesn't speak a word of English, and now you're complaining, saying that you have a bad padrino and he doesn't do this and he doesn't do that, and you knew before that you didn't speak Spanish. You should at least start taking Spanish classes to be able to communicate because the babalao's not going to go out of his way to learn English just for you. You're the student. You make the effort. The babalao has made his sacrifice. The palero has made his sacrifice. It's your turn to start making the sacrifices as the new initiate. You know what I mean? You have to, think about all the different things, all the things that are gonna happen. Yeah, you can make Cuba, Santo in Cuba for maybe $1,000 cheaper than making it here. So you're gonna go to Cuba every day and learn in Cuba. You don't even speak Spanish. You're gonna get long distance and call and write everything down and then go use Google Translate every other time. You know what I mean? If it means you paying an extra $500,000 to get it done closer to you with someone who speaks your own language so you could communicate better, you'll get it back. Trust me, you'll get it back. You got to think of all these different things. You know what I'm saying? So I hope this makes a little bit of sense, because a lot of people get mad at me and say, well, I'm halfway seated, I'm at the medio asiento, and I'm initiated in Ocha. And I'm like, all right, well, you think however you want to think. That's fine. I'm not telling you how to think, but do you whatever. Just, good luck with that. Because like I said, you can't just receive Eshu and or Elegua and Ogun and think you're just gonna start commanding these spirits around when you've had them 3 months. You know what I mean? You don't even know how to invoke them. You don't even know how to bring them forth. You know what I mean? It's a lot more to it. You know what I mean? So for those of you who do want to take the practice seriously, and you need to start, I'm not saying you haven't, if you haven't already, but you need to take all that into consideration and say, well, damn, it is what it is. Because this pattern of getting bad teachers and then you become a bad teacher and then it just continues and continues and continues. That chain needs to stop already, and we need to bring the truth about the religion out into the open so people could start getting their stuff properly done. Buruboya, Burubosheshe, Alafia, to all you guys out there, I hope these videos help you out, make you see things a little bit more clear, because honestly, I do them for you and not for me. Alafia.